Hello folks and welcome back to Rome Total War. I'm Step and this is going to be part 75 of my Imperial campaign, run playing as the Julii. And we are continuing our push on the Brutii. We have, I think, just 4 more regions to take before we do finish this campaign. Yeah, we do control 46 and we are aiming for 50. Yeah, capture 4 more regions. Got 195 years, so plenty of time left. But it should only take maybe 2 more episodes, maybe 3 tops, I reckon. I do have an army going after Thermon, and then an army going after Sparta as well. This is not a full strength army, but it should do the trick. The artillery is going to be the real answer here, just getting through these 3 units. And then in Thermon, I think I have a spy nearby. Yeah, there's just the 2 units, Praetorians and the General. Ooh, he's pretty good. 6 stars, not bad. But I do have a spy here that I should actually. You should come down to Thermon. And you got inside, right? Yes, you did. And then your chances of opening the gates, 32% chance. Okay, so next turn, I don't know if we're going to have enough movement to land and attack. There's a small force here, but it's, kind of capable despite being small, and I would rather not have to fight it. I would rather have to take Thermon with a full strength army here, because this army is not the strongest. I don't have my legionary cav, I just have the Roman cav. And yeah, I do have the basic legionaries, which is fine. Basic onagers, which is fine. Secundus Bolanus is a capable leader as well. Yeah, he's capable. Plus 2 morale. Yeah, that's pretty gosh darn good. So it would be fine either way. I would just prefer to take Thermon without having to fight this army. And then if they want to attack in either direction, well, they're going to be surrounded by Apollonia with a full stack and Thermon with a full stack as well. And then this army should be able to take on Sparta, and it's 3 units. I do have spies. I should continue moving these guys down. Maybe they can get down to Sparta in time. Maybe not. But they can move down anyway. And yeah, I think it's going to be those provinces that are going to be taken to end this campaign. Maybe I should get someone. Do I have anyone inside of Salona? No, so you can go ahead and get inside. 48% chance of opening the gates. Oh, cool. Okay. And yeah, it's not the largest force either that's inside, but again, 2 Praetorians, early legionaries, and a 3-star general. So yeah, it's not nothing. And then yeah, you guys can continue to move on down through here. So we have these 4 Brutii armies that are kind of trapped here between Apollonia and Segestica to the north, and they're welcome to try their luck. I think it's going to be large stone walls in either direction, or yeah, large stone walls here in Apollonia and large stone walls in Segestica. So if they want to attack those, be my guest. And then I'm forming up another army here in northern Italy. And I want to see these repeating ballistas in action too. So I would like to kind of get this army together and then test them against one of these armies down here. That could be kind of fun. This army is going to be moving north to relieve the forces around Aquincum. I'm tempted to, even though I'm not being besieged right now, I'm tempted to sally out. Technically not a sally, I know, but like I'm tempted to come out of the settlement here and attack this army just to kind of, attack it and get it out of the way. But then again, this army, despite the fact that it's pretty small and kind of weak, but it's still capable, like there's Praetorians here, and there's Praetorian cavalry as well. There's a general's bodyguard unit, 2-star general, and the army inside of Aquincum. The issue is that I can't retrain these legionaries because this is just a minor city, and I need a large city to retrain these legionaries. So the goal here is to move this army eventually up north to help out in this, which is probably the hottest area of this this little battle between these myself and the Brutii. So I want this army to be as full strength as possible before it moves north. So I would rather fight these 2 small little armies off with these guys This is a fresh army. And since they're using early legionaries as their backbone unit, they can retrain in a quincum. So that would be my preference, and then I can move this army north. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I think that I can fight another Sally out here in Lovosic just to kind of continue to chip away at this army here. So I can do that in this turn. And then I do have these armies that are getting closer. So my faction leader's army is here. It's not great, but it's in the vicinity. And I can't move in this turn, but I think I'm going to be moving it, like inching it closer maybe, and trying to hide it maybe in these woods or maybe these woods, to see if these armies kind of move out a little bit and maybe threaten Vicus Marcomanni, and maybe I can catch it in an ambush. And then same thing with this army being led by Marcus Aemilius. He can also kind of come down here and threaten these armies. Maybe pick off you, because I don't think that you're going to be supported by any of these armies here. So we might be able to pick them off. Oh, I have to keep an eye on you as well. Okay. Okay. So which direction are you going to be going? Across the bridge and threatening Vicus Marcomanni, perhaps? That's kind of my thinking. I don't know if you're going to be moving overland. I don't know if the AI tends to avoid moving overland and preferring to stay on the roads. I don't know if that's kind of in its computer logic. It kind of makes sense, I guess, but I don't know exactly. And then over here, we've scored a victory. We've taken Campus Scythii. These armies are kind of in no man's land now. And in addition to that, they're pretty weak. You know, they really weren't able to take Vicus Venedi or really cause any issues up here. And I'm in a situation now where I could almost take Campus Getae, except for the fact that, you know, it has large stone walls and 3 units, Praetorians, Legionary Cav, early Legionaries. Yeah. And this army got kind of banged up. You know, taking Campus Scythia, if I remember correctly, I don't remember. It's been a while, but I think that was kind of a tough fight. So we might be hanging out here for a minute. If anything, though, I could potentially move out with this army and then kind of hound these forces, maybe pick off this small force here. You unfortunately have to stay on this bridge and keep the Thracians honest. We could actually... How far can you move? You might actually... So, can you guys reinforce? No, you cannot. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's move you out and attack these brigands. Let's just get them out of here. And we got some traits. Retinue expands. Perfect. Military Tribune, so +1 command when defending, and yes, okay, that stuff doesn't matter. And then Turncoat Slave, +1 command when fighting against rebels, which probably doesn't matter either. But then, let's make sure we got some peasants here. You go into Vicus Venedi, that's not going to be enough, is it? No, okay. Normal taxes, that's fine. And Squalor's only 10%. I might build a sewers just to improve that public order by a little bit there. And then you... I am tempted to strike out and just to get rid of this force here, but I should probably try to, you know, try to stay together as much as I can. And not get too adventurous.
General, onward! Out of move, sir.
That's a diplomat that I have there. Okay. And then I have these archers. I should bring them out. As long as we're going to be okay. We are. Yeah, they can come down. Okay, and that looks fine. Maybe train up some more soldiers here. Maybe do... Let's see here. I got early legionaries, archers. Cavs, okay. Yeah, maybe get some archers. And then keep training. I can get Cav up here, since it can get to the front a bit faster. And then your retraining stuff, that looks fine. Okay, so they're going to be coming down, and just wanted to see if I can train anything, or if I should be training stuff up here. I kind of feel like I should be, just to, you know, make sure that I don't have any gaps in my line. Okay, that's looking fine, and I don't want to forget about these 3 Praetorians that I have here in this fort. Yeah, they can actually come out and eventually help out around here in Lovosic. Okay, so that's looking fine. We're building, repeating ballistas there. Let's keep training Legionary Cav in Ariminum, and let's keep training Praetorians in Arretium. And then Rome, I think Rome should get these Praetorian Cav. That's another unit that I haven't used yet in this campaign, and I would like to do that eventually. And then Urbans here in Capua. Tarentum is building Quinqueremes, and Croton is training Praetorian Cavalry. Alright, that's fine. And then here in Sicily, I'm just waiting for these units to arrive so that they can fill up this army that's in Lilybaeum. And in fact, yeah, we're still training peasants here because I'm going to move out with this army eventually. And then we can put this army on boats and send it to Greece as well. Maybe they can be the ones taking Sparta, maybe. Yeah, perhaps. And Salona's looking kind of vulnerable with these armies moving out of the way, so that might be able to move in and take it quickly. Or I can send peasants to Apollonia, or train peasants in Apollonia so that I can just maintain a garrison there, and then send this army north to Salona. That's another idea. For now though, let's do my due diligence and attack this army and see if I can just... Ooh, there's gonna be both armies, eh? Okay. Well, yeah, even if we can just take down another 60 men or so with our archers from our battlements, that would make it worth it. Right off the bat, we're going to be getting some shots off here, and they're a little slow to react in this fight. Okay, that's fine by me. And I'm tempted to send the Cav Auxilia out again and see if I can get some jav tosses into their rear. And then their reinforcements, yeah, they're going to be coming up right behind me. And I'm kind of tempted to maybe let this play out a little bit longer, just so that those reinforcements are going to be, you know, potentially skirting the edges of my settlement and then allowing my towers to get some work done. Maybe. I was not able to get my Cav Auxilia out of the settlement in time to really harass them, so I'm just going to put them right back inside. Something I don't understand, though, and this is something, yeah, I don't really... I'm a little confused by this, because it's my understanding, I was told that I can sally out and destroy siege equipment, and this army has siege equipment. It has a ladder and a ram, but I can't find it on the battle map. And in the deployment phase, or in the deployment phase, I did check out the entire perimeter around the settlement, and I didn't see any siege equipment. So I'm wondering what in the heck is going on here. Because I don't see any ram or ladders here, and I'm not sure, like, why would it be, you know, over where that army is, you know? It's not their equipment, it's this army's equipment. And those reinforcements do not seem to be moving at all, so they're just going to be hanging out there, so that, therefore, there's no point in playing this out any further, and I feel like I really didn't get much done in this fight. Only 28 kills. Yeah. Yeah, weird. It's weird how the results can change like that, because... yeah, the army got out of position, or like out of range very, very quickly, whereas in other cases they kind of run along and get shot a bit more, but oh well, 28 kills is 28 kills. So I'm just going to be checking taxes now and then getting ready to end this turn. moving on into the next turn here, and some of these armies just south of Segestica have moved much closer here, and yeah, they're looking like they're ready for a scrap. I like that they have split up here too, because now these armies look like they're kind of spread out. Looks like they don't quite know what they should be doing, whether they should be supporting this push here, or if they should be coming down to, I don't know, push on Apollonia or secure Salona. They look like they're a little bit lost, so that's fine with me. Hopefully, can you guys get here and then...
Yes, Captain. Off the boat.
Can you attack? Yes, you can. Nice. Nice. So I think we should just go right on in. Yeah, we have the two onagers. And yeah, it's that one general, one praetorian, and they have trained up an urban cohort. I don't think he was there before, so it's unfortunate. It's a tough unit for sure, but still, I think that my full army should be able to crack the defenses here. Two onagers should, I think that's going to be able to create two openings in the walls, so let's get it done. From this high ground here, we should be able to get a good position where we can create two openings on this part of the wall, and I don't think these towers are going to be challenging us. They're too far apart, and is it going to be any units? Looks like there's 2 units over there, and then 1 unit right there in the city center, so at least initially, it looks like we're going to be unchallenged, but that could change. We have just comfortably created 2 openings here, and still no reaction. Looks like there's 2 Brudii forces or units in the city center now, and then 1 looks like it's still over there. So the idea here is going to be to get my light infantry, my light auxilia, moved up, and they can be taking those towers. And do I want to put any archers on there? That looks like that might be... Yeah, they're on the wall. Okay. Well, I don't want to fight them on the wall, that's for sure. Their heavy infantry can beat my heavy infantry. Yes, yes. Their Praetorians and their Urbans are pretty nasty. But if they get off those walls and... Oh, I don't know. Maybe, let's see, my cav. No, my cav is... Yeah, I don't have any heavy cav, unfortunately. Just my Jones bodyguard unit, and I'm not going to be throwing them into... Whatever these guys are. These... Yeah, I can't tell if those are Praetorians or Urbans. They might be the Praetorians. I think the Urbans army is a bit shinier. Can I check these guys? Yeah, those are the Urbans. My light auxilia was able to capture this tower over here, while only taking a handful of casualties. Oh, good job, guys. It actually didn't take you guys too long to capture that tower. Nice. And then you guys, you're still working on it. Yeah, they're still figuring it out. There we go. Job done. So, I think... Do I need to capture any more towers? Really? If I go any further down the wall on this side, I'm going to trigger those Praetorians eventually, which might not be the worst thing. I do want to take them out while they're in the... I mean, not in the city center. That does make it easier, but... I'm not sure... I'm not sure... I think I might just want to start moving my army down the corridor here. Is it going to be... Yeah, this street. I'm assuming this street comes out there and I can get in to the city center from that side. So I might not need to take any more towers, but I can send these guys down anyway, just to be sure. We now have some movement here from the Brudii forces. It looks like their Praetorians are moving off of the wall. And I thought I saw their general unit moving off of the plaza, actually. Yeah, that's interesting. So I want to keep an eye on that to see what he is up to. And then let's continue to make our way over here with my units so we can stage and get ready to push onto the plaza here from this direction. I am now all set up and staged and ready to go here, but the only problem is that my archers are now in range of the units that are on the plaza. So I'm going to be trying to send some Cav Auxilia onto the plaza to try to lure these guys into range of my archers and try to lure them into my trap. I have my spears up front to take any charges from their general's bodyguard unit, and then legionaries behind ready with their pilum, and then yeah, more archers and more spears, general, and dogs. So once these guys are ready to go, I'm going to be trying to bait them into my trap. And then I do have some cav that are making their way around the other side, but again, it's just my Roman cav. It's the light cav, which or you could call it medium cav, I suppose. But I don't anticipate it being like super effective, but I'm just going to continue to move it around the flanks here so that, oh, I don't know, maybe if I ever need it, it will be there. Here comes the Cav Auxilia, and we should be getting their attention, I would imagine. Come on, guys, we're on your plaza. Really, nothing, eh? Man, those are some stone-cold Brutii. They don't give a shit. Like, yeah, step on my plaza, I won't care. Well, okay, here they come. There they come. The Praetorians are coming first. So, Praetorians and the Urbans. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, now they are in range of my dudes, so let's get my cav back. And maybe we can draw them into us. I think they have to take a casualty first before they get drawn in. There they go. Okay, yeah. Yeah, getting these guys to take a casualty isn't always the easiest thing. There we... Yeah, show your backs to us. Perfect. Yep, that makes it easier to kill you. Yes. Yeah, I've only lost one guy so far. There's a couple of losses there. Urbans haven't taken any losses, but the Praetorians have taken a handful. And if we can just lure them into javelin range... Come on, guys. Come on, guys. You know you want this. Or the general. Either or. Almost. Almost. There they go. They're in range. There they go. Yes, that is a nice pilum toss. Perfect. Now go ahead and send the legionaries in. On this side and this side, because they obviously are not intended to fight. Oh, okay, now they're sending their general in. Well, we can have archers start shooting at the urban cohorts here. And we might want to send up another spear unit to attack their general. You guys can run on up. And you can sound your horn. And then let's just send the dogs. Yeah, dogs, go, go, go. And my archers are shooting at the Urbans, right? Urbans haven't taken any casualties, so... What are you guys doing? Did you guys... Yeah, I'm not sure what the Cav Auxilia are doing. Alright, dogs are coming up here, and General still has 30 men left in his unit. He hasn't taken any losses? Yes, we've taken some losses. And what about the Praetorians? Praetorians are down to 45 men. Yeah, goddamn. All right. All right. Pilum tosses into the general now. And who's running away? My Auxilia. Yeah, sound your horn. Try to keep the guys in to the fight. And let's send some more spears up as well. Take you guys off of guard mode. And dogs do not get into the fight. And Urbans are down to 70. Alright, they've actually taken some losses from my archers. But how are we doing up here? Alright, General, he's down to 20 men now. And Praetorians have, let's see, 40 in the Praetorians. Yeah, this is grindy. That's a grindy fight. Alright, Urbans, yeah, show your backs to us. Perfect. Yes, nice. And now, can I get my Roman Cav onto the plaza? I didn't really set them up. Hopefully they can find their way. Yeah, I kind of neglected them for a little while there. But, man, it's just grindy. Grindy fight. Definitely. But it looks like we might be able to pull this through. Let's go ahead and send Secundus Belanus into the fight. And have Auxilia can get staged. Yes, perfect. Perfect. He has been dealt with, and let's go ahead and there we go. That's it. That's the fight. Wow, Urbans too, eh? I didn't think they broke. Perfect. So yeah, we did lose, you know, a handful of men, but still, that's the cost of taking a Roman settlement. It is grindy. Perfect. Where am I? Oh, Thermon. That's right. That's right. I forgot. It's like, where am I fighting for?
This land is Roman.
Exterminate. 21,000 to be massacred and 20,000 denarii gained from looting. Yes, that is going to be the way. So, retrain these guys. And then repair the walls. And then start building a large temple of Jupiter, perhaps, just to reduce corruption. Maybe? Is that what I want? Yeah, squalor is low because I just killed everyone. But it is a huge city, so let's get those sewers, in fact. Yes, that looks good. Alright, sweet. Thermon has been taken, and now you... Gosh, can you actually... You might be able to actually attack Sparta in this turn, yeah. Yeah, I am...
Yes, Captain.
I am worried because of those 3 units they have.
Engage the enemy.
What do they have, actually? What 3 units is it going to be? Okay, Velite Gladiators makes up one of the units, then Praetorians, and then Legionaries. That's okay. Even so, my army, though, yeah, man, it's kind of weak. Well, the Legionary Cav helps. Heavy Onagers are obviously very nice. The Legionaries, Manius Teutonis is a solid general, I think. Samnite Gladiators. We should be able to pull this off. Yeah, the fact that they have those Velite Gladiators rather than like a, you know, Roman general is quite nice. So let's take Sparta.
I am known as something of a philosopher. Some ask me, why are we here? The answer is often complicated. But today, we are here to kill all those bastards! Those overly proud Romans over there are the Brutii. They think they are our equals, our enemies. I think they are dead men. They have been lulled into a false sense of security by a few feet of defensive wall, as if that will protect them. Their position is hopeless, the count of their troops pitiful. But remember that the base cur still has a bite. Many times I have faced this enemy, and many times I have beaten them. Today, when we win, this victory will be yours as much as mine. The omens have been better, but I dismiss those priestly naysayers. They are holy men, not warriors, and a warrior makes his own fate. I have won many great victories for Rome. Be strong in that truth, and let this be one more. March on, and know that our victory is assured as long as we live and die like true Romans.
Right off the bat, I'm going to be targeting these 2 sections of the wall right here, which should keep me out of range of these towers here, but I'm going to have plenty of ammunition to destroy these towers as well, at least. Well, actually, I don't know if my guys can actually get up onto the wall if I destroy that tower, so I should probably keep that intact so that I can get up on the wall and start taking towers instead. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably going to be the way. But I like this direction of attack because... Ooh, are those units? Ooh, there's units right there. Ooh. Ooh, if you stay nearby, I could smash you. I could smash you with my rocks. Yeah, this is a nice avenue of approach because there's that street right there onto the plaza, so this is gonna be nice. These legionaries think they're gonna be blocking this entrance here, and I don't think that's a good idea. My heavy onagers can start blasting them.
Roman military engineering triumphs once more.
And my archers, I think you guys are shooting as well. Yeah, they're shooting these legionaries. Yeah, they're already taking some casualties here. And then you as well. Let's make sure that you're also shooting these guys. In fact, let's turn you on to Flaming Shot. I wanted to move my onagers up just so that I could sort of try to mitigate any friendly fire because, man, their shots when they're on this mode are very inaccurate. I'm always shocked by that. That's just so bad. But at the same time, it's so devastating when it connects. So I'm gonna, yeah, this looks like it should be good. It'd be, oh God, imagine if my onagers friendly fired my other onagers. You would think that'd be too close. Oh my God, that was like, oh my God. They just like have that unit. I think they had like 40 men. Wow, yeah, that's, Jesus. Yeah, flaming shot is the way to go. Man, oh man, that is really something. I'm not going to waste any more ammo on these 6 legionaries, so I'm just going to send in my heavy cav to deal with them. And are you guys staying put? Yes, you are. So they're just going to be hanging out. Legionary cav going on in, and let's go ahead and start sending my cohorts in. Actually, gladiators first. Gladiators, go ahead and take that tower there. And then on this side, let's send up these auxilia to go ahead and take these towers as well. And yeah, so you guys wiped out. Ooh, oh, we got some burning buildings here. Oh no, it's gonna be my new. This is gonna be my new home. No, that's what happens when you play with fire, kids. All right, let's get up here and let's go ahead and take this tower. Go gladiators, figure it out. You guys can do it. And then you guys get up here. Perfect. And it looks like they've pulled back to the plaza. Smart. Very, very smart. And legionaries start pushing to the plaza. My men are now staged here on the edge of the plaza, and I have to just be wary that these... I know by now that these features are going to be making the pathing in this area a lot more awkward than I used to anticipate, and now I'm just going to try to, actually be aware of that. And hopefully, I mean, I'm not actually going to be counting on any, like, flanking attacks, or, like, trapping, I'm not going to be trying to, like, get around them necessarily in this trap. Like before, I might have some cav over to the side where I can kind of come on behind, and then I'd be like, oh my God, they're not pathing right. In this case, I'm just going to try to pull them off the plaza, shoot them, throw pelum at them, and if there's going to be any charges coming in, it's going to be coming in just from behind my own guys. I have my general here, I have my dogs here, and legionary cav are staged a bit further back as well. So the charges would just be coming right up the gut, and hopefully that just kind of mitigates any potential pathing issues. So yeah, so we're going to be pulling them off of the plaza. Luckily, I didn't have to bait them off of the plaza with my cav because my archers were in range. So Praetorians first, Velite Gladiators next, I suppose. Praetorians already down to 68 men before the pelum tosses come on in, and yeah, that's going to be very nice. So let's see, let's go ahead and send you guys into the fight. Take you off of guard mode. And then I suppose I want to send you guys in as well, because yeah, these are Praetorians, and yeah, you guys go in as well. Yeah, may as well gang up on these guys. And then archers, make sure you're shooting at the Velite Gladiators with their light armor. I imagine that these guys are going to be getting torn to pieces. Gladiators in general seem to be pretty squishy, despite the fact that they have 2 hit points. They really do seem to melt. Although I think the Scipii Gladiators have higher armor, so they might be a bit tougher. And how are we doing here? Praetorians are hanging in there for now. General can move up and he can sound his horn. Dogs can move up as well and start nibbling on some toes. And you guys gonna do it? Go doggies. There they go.
Be praised.
Enemy general is down, and there we go. That's the fight. So we did lose 51 men,
Such a victory.
but that's okay. Yeah, this army is now strong enough to withstand any counterattacks, although I don't know if there's going to be any counterattacks in this region. Exterminate, 19,000 denarii gained and 21,000 people to be massacred. So resistance is futile, and yes, okay. So at this point now, I reckon I can spend a turn to replenish the troops in Thermon before moving north and squashing Captain Flavius and his army, or a small little task force. And then some of these guys can stay in Thermon, and then the rest can cover down to Apollonia so that this army could move north potentially. Actually, I could start training peasants, but they're going to be stuck outside of the walls. Which could potentially, you know, lead them to being attacked by Captain Flavius, which I guess isn't the worst thing, actually, because then my peasants would just be reinforced from my garrison, actually. Yeah, that's okay. Let's just recruit peasants, and if they get attacked by Captain Flavius, that's fine. We'll just defend ourselves. That is a-okay. Okay, what do I have to repair here? Walls and the public baths. Yes, retrain some stuff as well, definitely. Up here around Segestica, I think that I would like to actually let this army inside of Segestica retrain for one more turn to get up to full strength before I do anything about these two armies. If they want to lay siege to Segestica, then they can be my guest. I can then converge on them with this army led by Captain Manius. And yeah, I don't have any generals though in these two forces. I'm sent out this general, Cornelius Minucius, to come up here to Aquincum. I do have Marcus the Wrathful. What kind of guy are you? 4 stars. Yeah, 4 stars ain't bad. Anything else? Anything else that makes you a good general? No, it's just going to be the stars, unless he does have any retinue. And no, I'm not seeing anything that boosts morale. But still, 4 stars is 4 stars, you know, that's not bad. So I think that you should actually come up here. Oh, perfect. You can reach... Oh, perfect. Nice. Nice. Okay. And actually, I can recruit some mercenaries as well if I... that's actually kind of tempting. Yeah, let's get these guys in for now, just to fill out the army. And then... Oh, perfect. You got a... mercenary captain as well. Yeah, +1 command. Yes, perfect. That's great. Now you're a 5-star general. And yeah, if these guys want to tangle with us, we gosh, I should have some spies to check out these armies. And they all walked by, didn't they? Yeah, they're all back here now. Do you have any spies here? Yes, perfect. Come up here and tell me what these guys have. Yes, nice. All right, so this is not the greatest. Sure, there's a couple units of Praetorians, 3 in total. And then a lot of early legionaries, Auxilia. And then Velites, goddamn. Ballistas, onagers, Velite gladiators, like, yeah, not, you know, it's like okay. A lot of bodies, but nothing too crazy. Then we have a general here. We don't know, I don't know if he has 0 command stars or if we just don't see his command stars. And then, yeah, Praetorians, early legionaries, legionary cav, legionaries. Yeah, there's some mystery units here. This is a bit stronger of a force, but still nothing like too crazy. Yeah, nothing too crazy there. I'm going to continue on my way with you, and let's go ahead and clear up these armies. So you want to run away? Can we get this guy? Okay, can we get you or no? Damn. Okay. I could sally out with this force and they wouldn't be able to run away anymore. Hopefully I could get back to Aquincum in time to keep it happy though. Yeah, it's a little bit dodgy.
Prepare for battle.
But I think we should take this fight. So you're going to be 2 stars. And then that's going to be it for you in regards to your combat abilities. And yeah, Praetorians, early legionaries, yeah, it's not nothing. And then this is a bit more banged up. Yeah, this is pretty haggard right here. And I think, so I'm going to be attacking with the garrison army And then Cornelius Minucius, the full strength army, is going to be reinforcing. I'll let the AI control that. That's fine. Yeah, that should be okay. Let's fight this. We're going to be starting up here in this corner, and hopefully, yeah, they're all down there. Sweet.
But are they in time to take part in the battle?
Cool. So let's move up here. Let's get my Scorpion up here. And where are my reinforcements? Right behind me. Perfect. Yes. Yes. Very nice. It would be nice if my reinforcements just kind of chilled out here, because we do have the high ground and we do have artillery. Like, he has artillery too, you know. Ay, ay, ay. Nope. Nope. They're just going. They are just going. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, it'd be nice if we could just kind of chill out here and just bomb them. Why are they just letting their archers get charged by Praetorian Cav? What in the gosh darn are you doing? Man, that's too bad. Oh well. Well, let's collapse down on this side if the Brudii force is all going to be kind of going in this direction. And Scorpions are just like totally out of position. It looks like you can't hit a goddamn thing. Just keep repositioning, I suppose. And spears move on up here. And we have some forces over here that can assist my reinforcements. And then there, looks like the Brudii Praetorian Cav are getting broken by the Arcani. Perfect. Yes, nice. Nice. Yeah. Have Exilia move up here, and then early legionaries are fighting Exilia. That's not a good fight. And Hastati, holy shit. Yeah, light Exilia, throw some javelins into those fools. Send them back into the pre-Marian days. And where are my dudes? Where are my Scorpions? Scorpions. Move up here. And you can start getting some flanking shots into this army once you're set up. Yes, we've... These poor Stati. They're just like, why? We don't even belong here, guys. What are we doing? What are we doing? Alright, so Praetorian Cav, man, they're still hanging about. 13 guys left. Praetorians, Legionary Cav, Roman Cav, alright. Yeah, there we go. Wipe them out, boys. And... let's see here. Yeah, I want to make sure that I kill that general for sure. Let's send my Arcani in here. You charge after my weakest unit. Very smart. But let's try to kill him. Let's send my general in, and you can sound your horn. And yeah, let's kill that guy.
Press forward so the
and there he goes.
gods be praised.
Perfect.
The enemy general is killed.
All right, now let's try to get a wipe on these guys. Cav Auxilia, go in and start chasing stuff. Actually, you go here, and then you go here. And then you guys go off of fire at will. And then, yeah, I don't think you're firing, but just in case, I'm going to tell you to halt. And then that should be good. Yeah, let's just make sure this army gets wiped out. Roman Cav there.
Pursue them.
And let's continue this. What are we at? 81%, but it's 2 armies, so let's make sure that they get wiped out. So we killed 93% of their guys, so that should be a wipe. Now we did lose a few, so we probably took more knocks than I wanted to take, but still, we're going to be fine, I think. As long as we can get back to a Quincum, that is. You can get back, right? Yes, you can. Okay. So spend a turn... oh, yeah, that's all we can retrain is our Cav Auxilia. But then after that, these guys are going to move into a Quincum, and then this army is going to move north and see what they can get done. Drop a save. Now this is getting precarious because at this point, this army now has built more siege equipment. Ladders, rams, now they have a siege tower. I would imagine they would attack in this turn. And it's a little bit dicey. And now this army is starting to move behind me. It's still hard to tell what their target is. Vicus Margamani is where this road leads, so that would be the most obvious one. Would they really be going for Domus Dulcis Domus? I kind of doubt it. That seems to be a bit too far. Do we have any info on them? Not really. We don't really know what they have. So leaving my faction leader's army here, he can still support Vicus Wakamani if they make a move there, while also supporting this. And then Marcus Aemilius's army could almost... Can he reach in this turn? He might be able to. Oh, it's so close.
Sir!
It's very, very close. I think that what I should do is fight another sally out just to get as many casualties as I can on this army. And then attack with Marcus Aemilius's army. And if he's not in range, then that tells me that I need to send in my faction leader, which is kind of tough. He can't really... I don't know if he would have to come around this side, or if he has to come around this side and attack this army and pull in all these other armies. That seems really bad. Yeah, that seems like a bad idea. I guess, you know what? I guess that with Marcus Aemilius, or even Lucius Nausicaa, you know, whichever one, as long as they're next to the settlement, they will be called in as reinforcements in the, you know, siege battle. So even if I'm not in range to start a fight in this turn, I should be able to hopefully be in range of assisting as a reinforcing army in that battle, hopefully. So first things first, let's just kind of, again, do our due diligence here and do what we can in picking off some enemy forces here. A couple of these units here, these early legionaries, and these legionaries have gone into Testudo formation, so I'm going to bring up my Cav Auxilia, get some javelin tosses into their rear here, and do as much damage as we can. I think that my archers are now all out of range of these guys. Yeah, so it's just up to my Cav Auxilia to do whatever they can. Nice if we could break these guys. If we could break them and then run them down, that would be very, very nice. But I don't know. I don't know if my Cav Auxilia are going to be strong enough to get the job done. Oh, and what's this? The reinforcements are actually moving. I wonder if it's because I, you know, had opened the gate as my guys were moving out, and, you know, therefore presented an opportunity for them to, you know, theoretically assault, right? And now they're taking, I'm assuming they're taking casualties, or at least taking fire from my towers. Yeah, they're taking fire. Oh, yes. Yes, perfect. Okay, well, are they just going to continue to move around until they're in range of my Auxilia and my light Auxilia, my archers? Oh man, they are just continuing to move around the settlement, taking fire the entire way. Are these guys still getting shot at? Or are they... Did they find a little safe zone here? Yeah, they may have found a safe zone. But these guys are slowly getting picked off here. And these are legionary cav. Like, that's no joke. Getting rid of, you know, a few legionary cav is, yeah, very, very useful. And now they're in range of my javelins. So they're going to be getting some tosses in here. Archers will be shooting on in. I could even send my dogs to try to slow them down. How's that pathing gonna work out? Are you guys gonna are they gonna figure it out, or are they just gonna get stuck behind the walls? Oh, yeah, they might just get stuck behind the walls. Oh well. Still, now we're getting rear shots in. Yes, very, very nice. My dogs have made it out of the settlement here, and they're gonna be attacking these legionary cav. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Wow, those guys, okay, they just got melted. And, okay, these Legionary Cav, they made it on over. Oh, okay, alright. Well, the dogs are going to be distracting them for at least a little bit. Well, archers continue to get shots into these guys. Man, yeah, this is working out very, very well. How are these dogs doing? Yeah, there's still a few left. Just nibbling at their heels. And we have done a considerable amount of damage to this army here. These dogs are still nibbling on these Praetorians. They are giving them hell, even though they are outside of range of my archers. They're actually causing some havoc here. Yeah, not bad at all. See, this is why, you know, this is why you fight these sally battles, even though they're, you know, redundant, and sometimes they're just not that, you know, not like it's done. Sometimes you can do some good work here, so I am pretty happy with this. I'll let these dogs keep nibbling, and then I will end this battle. Well, we killed 188 men, so I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, 0 losses. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I'll take it. Now the question is just going to be, can Marcus Aemilius reach this fight? But I'm going to be saving that one for next episode. Now, before I go, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying these videos and you would like to support the channel, then consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. It all helps immensely. So until next time, this has been Concept playing Rome Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.